A couple of important points. Overnight, starting at approximately 1:44 a.m. in the morning, India has struck 9 targets. It's called Operation Sindoor. These are the broad areas where they've struck. In each of these areas, there are small terror camps which have been located, some big terror camps as well. So let's just focus in across. Now, the key part of the operations, which gives you an idea of the magnitude of the operations, is that one of the biggest strikes has taken place over here in Bahawalpur. Bahawalpur lying west of Punjab and Rajasthan, approximately 150 kilometers from the international border. There are shallower strikes which have taken place off the international border in the Jammu area, Muridke, in the Sialkot area, opposite the international border, and further up Bhimbar, Gulpur, Kotli and Muzaffarabad. These are shallower strikes up to a range of approximately 25 kilometers to the west of the line of control. The line that you see over here, the black line that you see, is India's belief. I mean, that is our boundary, that is our stated position. The line of control lies a little bit to the east of that. But those are the areas which have been struck inside Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and Pakistan proper over here. Several weapon systems have been used. The situation remains difficult at this stage. It's not quite over. There is an important press conference which will be taking place at 10 a.m. in the morning. It's being conducted by the Indian Army. As I understand it, this has been a tri-services operation with the Army, Air Force, Navy all involved. A host of different weapon systems which have been struck. Now, each of these areas, and there's a lot of footage which is now available, indicates that the attacks themselves which have gone through have been successful. Several terror training camps have been taken out. The Jaish-e-Mohammed's headquarters has been taken out over there. There is video evidence of that. The strikes, the targets which were hit, that's absolutely clear. Now, what has taken place also is as a result of the firing across the international border and the line of control going right up. There have been 3 Indian civilian casualties which have taken place as a result of artillery shelling. And now this is as important a part of these ongoing developments as we've seen, and I think we need to reflect on them as well. After the Indian strikes went in at 1:44 a.m., by which I mean missiles which were fired not necessarily on the Pakistani side, but they could have been lobbed across from India as well. We are unclear at this stage if Indian jets actually went across. But simultaneously, or perhaps a short while thereafter, Pakistan opened up with 155 millimeter and other artillery, and that is now taking place. The line of control extremely active right now. The Pakistani shelling has been described to us as being entirely indiscriminate. Therefore, there have been 3 civilian casualties. This is a fact that the Indian Army has now stated. There has also been a great deal of misinformation that has taken place. For example, a brigade headquarters of the Indian Army being struck, that is false information. More than a dozen strikes by Pakistan inside India, that is false information. Srinagar airport being made non-operational, that's again false information which has been told to us by government sources over here. Now, in terms of flight operations taking place right now, is this live? I think this is a live image. That is one rare aircraft, and I think it's interesting to reflect on this. This is an Ethiopian flight on its way to Seoul. This is, surprisingly, the only flight in Pakistani airspace taking place right now, a flight from Addis Ababa to Seoul. But Pakistani airspace otherwise is absolutely blank. Indian airspace, as you can see, is completely open right now. This is the typical route which has been used over the last couple of days after the Pahalgam terror strikes took place, of flights going right up to Delhi. Flight operations in Delhi are more or less normal. However, if you look north, flights into Srinagar, into Leh, not taking place. Flights to Rajasthan also let's not do that. Let's just stay with the full image. Flights to Rajasthan also, whether it's Jodhpur, Jaisalmer and other areas, these are also at the moment perhaps non-operational. If you are flying to these areas, look out for your airline, because Indigo, Air India, the others have all had alerts as well. But primary air services are taking place right now across the Indian subcontinent into Delhi, but Pakistan just one lone flight which appears to be veering towards Afghanistan, which is an Ethiopian flight on its way to Seoul, which is taking place.